Hey there, lovers of Flaming Sword Ministries. We come bearing glad tidings of joy. Please tell someone that the Flaming Sword Ministries International now has an app. Yes, we just launched an app where you and your loved ones can watch all our exciting and life changing movies and talk shows for free. You heard right. It's absolutely free at no cost to you. The Flaming Sword Ministry app is completely personalized for you. It features our short and full length movies, talk show programs, and music videos. It's user friendly, easy to navigate, and the picture quality is top notch HD quality. Android users can download the app from Google Play Store. iOS users can download the app from the Apple App Store. What are you waiting for? Head on now to the App Store to download the app today and remember to spread the word. God bless you.
When you told me you were relocating to the US, I was happy. But a thought came to mind, and I was worried. Initially, I thought you were coming for a visit. But then, when you called and then you said you were actually relocating to the US, you know, we were discussing about how are you going to go. Then I was actually telling you how it works over here. But you said when you get here, you will talk to me about it.
Yeah.
Now you are here. Go on.
Pastor, you know I'm a child of God. I'm not going to leave Nigeria and come to this state and live as an illegal immigrant and begin to work legally. And as a prayer leader, I know the implication of this. And of course, you know how I live comfortable even in Nigeria.
What are you trying to tell me? Do you have your papers? How did it happen?
Pastor, I remember telling you that my mother-in-law was born in the United States. I told you this like a few years ago when you came to Nigeria. You remember?
I'm sorry about the death of your mother-in-law. I actually saw her in the hospital in Dallas.
Right.
Before she was located to the Lagos State Teaching University in Nigeria. Against medical advice.
Right.
Because she was scared of being put in hospice. But she said something about seeing you because she was told, she has 3 months to live.
Yes, that was very true. And as a matter of fact, she only after she got to Nigeria, just 3 weeks after, that was when she passed.
Oh,
yes.
I'm so sorry.
But
how did your wife take it, being the only daughter?
It wasn't easy at first, Pastor, to be honest with you, but it helped that she was able to see her before she died. Anyways, back to our initial discussion. Okay. After my mother-in-law filed for divorce, you wouldn't even believe that exactly 3 weeks after her burial, the United States Embassy called us. So I went there with my wife and my children, and we were asked to do some medical tests, background checkups, and all of that. To cut the long story short, boom, just like that, we were granted. And as we speak, we already have our green cards.
That was a miracle.
Yeah.
It was a miracle indeed. Wow. So that was how you got your green card?
Yes, so...
Wow. This is good news.
Indeed it is.
I'm sure your husband will be so happy by now.
You say that again, I'm telling you.
I know. You know, being an experienced chartered accountant in Nigeria, to come here, he's gonna get a new job. Yeah, so all he needs to do is to sit for his CPA exam, you know, and once that is done, he will be good. But you know, for the meantime, he has to start from somewhere. Yes.
We don't mind though. We don't mind at all.
That's good.
He can start with anything at all that he finds.
Good.
And then, you know, start preparing for his CPA on the
Exam,
side. Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds great.
Any thoughts on a job for me?
You?
Yeah.
That will require a special prayer, my sister.
Why now?
What do you mean why? You know.
I don't know.
Oh, you that your husband has spoiled you. A full housewife. Coming to this country. Now you want to start working. That's it's going to be a new realm completely for you.
That's not what we're going to eat, Joe. I don't know what you're talking about.
So, Pastor, so where do we start from? How do we start? And what about the accommodation? How do we go about it?
You don't have to worry about that. You will stay in my house. I have 5 bedrooms in the house. And the children are up to school in another state. Shade and Yemi will stay in their room.
Oh, thank you so much, Pastor. Thank you so much. I'm grateful.
And who did you leave the intercessory department to?
Oh, yeah. The assistant pastor stepped in after I left. And my wife handed over the choir department to Brother Benjamin. Yes.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah. Everything will work out well.
Yeah.
That you're right here now, you know.
We are trusting God.
See how my life is being destroyed before my eyes. And I'm helpless.
It is well, my sister. It is well.
This is wrong. So, how did it happen?
We were just about to pray when we got a call that the police had arrested Yomi, my son. And just about while we were contemplating on what to do, another call came in that Sade, our daughter, had been rushed to General Hospital in Mansfield. That was when we called you.
Pastor, can you believe that the doctor called us and told us our daughter was 3 months pregnant? I have failed as a mother.
pray that God should reveal the essence of the problem to us. Shall we pray?
Father, in the mighty name of Jesus, oh Lord, we pray, Lord, that you will show the purpose of this issue, this problem, this calamity. You will reveal it, oh Lord, because you are the revealer of every secret thing. Father, we trust in you that you will reveal, Lord, in the name of Jesus, in the mighty name of Jesus. Papa, show yourself, oh Lord, in the name of Jesus. Oh, Ruth 1 verse 1 through 6. Ruth 1 to 6.
Dear, why did you stop praying? And you mentioning that passage? What is in Ruth 1 verse 1 to 6?
Which one?
In the days when the judges ruled in Israel, a severe famine came upon the land. So a man from Bethlehem in Judah left the home and went to live in the country of Moab, taking his wife and 2 sons with him. The man's name is Elimelech, and his wife's name is Naomi. Their 2 sons were Mahlon and Chilion. They were Ephrathites from Bethlehem in the land of Judah. And when they reached Moab, they settled there. Then Elimelech died, and Naomi was left with their 2 sons. The 2 sons married Moabite women. One married a woman named Orpha, and the other a woman named Ruth. But about 10 years later, both Mahlon and Chilion died. This left Naomi alone with her 2 sons, or her husband. Without her 2 sons or her husband. Then Naomi heard in Moab that the Lord had blessed his people in Judah by giving them good crops again. So Naomi and her daughters-in-law got ready to leave Moab to return to her homeland. Dear, why did this passage come to mind?
I don't know. As we were praying, the Lord just impressed this passage in my heart. And that was how it came out from my mouth.
What is the meaning of this?
I asked the same question. But the Lord said to me that the Thomas have answer to this question.
The Thomas?
Yes.
Praise God.
Thank you, Jesus.
Let's just give thanks to God. Let us just thank God.
I appreciate you, Lord.
Let us return
Because you
glory
are
unto Him.
faithful in all.
Can you and your wife tell me the difference between the way of man and the way of God?
Pastor, I don't seem to understand the question. Can you please make it clearer?
Yes, Pastor, please do.
Can you read the book of Genesis 26:12?
Genesis 26 verse 12. And Isaac sowed in that land and reaped in the same year 100-fold. God blessed him.
Brother Thomas, I'm very sure you're familiar with this Bible passage.
Yes, Pastor.
Can you explain to me what do you understand in that Bible passage?
Isaac was about to go to a so-called greener pasture, but the Lord asked him not to.
Good. I like that word. So-called, but not called. You see, there's a way that seems right in the sight of man, but the end leads to destruction. God has made known unto Moses his way, but his act unto the children of Israel. And also, has it not been written that as the heaven is higher than the earth, so his ways and thoughts are higher than man? Therefore, whoever that is operating in the way of God is operating in the spiritual realm.
But, Pastor, I still don't understand what you're driving at.
I don't understand either.
Yes, you do. But you are trying not to think in that direction. You know the truth, and you better let the truth set you free, my brother and my sister.
Does this have anything to do with the visa we told you about that we got last week?
Or about our relocation to the US?
Both. But I am not in any position to tell you what to do. I believe because you are both matured in the faith to make the right decision. However, if I may say, I don't believe your relocating to the US is the way of the Lord. I think it's more of your own way.
Oh, no, sir. I mean, we are not traveling to the United States as illegal immigrants. We have our green cards already. And we intend to even continue the ministry when we get there. By the way,
Yes.
our plan is that by the time we get to the United States, we'll be attending Pastor Malcolm's church over there.
Yes. And Pastor Malcolm is your friend. And ours also.
Yeah.
That's okay. Please, when you get back home, read the book of Ruth, chapter 1, from verse 1 to 6.
Ruth chapter 1, verse 1 to 6. Ruth chapter 1, verse 1 to 6.
They wake up. They wake up. Again?
I had the same dream again. And Isaac sowed in the land, and he reaped in that same year 100-fold. The Lord blessed him.
I understand that. That's the word our pastor gave us when we were still back in Nigeria. But which one is Ruth 1, 1 to 6?
Did I say that?
That is what you were saying before I woke you up.
I didn't even know that.
You said it many times.
I don't understand. There must be an interpretation to this.
Pastor, can you believe we were about to come to your house when you called to let us know that you were coming here?
Yes, that is true. And When last did you see or hear from your son?
We visited him yesterday. But they only allowed us to stay with him for 30 minutes.
Pastor, can you believe there were several children of who is who in the society that were in the same juvenile prison as our son?
That is how it is. When parents don't have time for their children and don't even take time out to know or monitor their footsteps, their children are taken. Or what do you expect?
I know they too have learned their lesson in a hard way.
But, Pastor, can't we appeal for the prison term to be changed to maybe 3 years or less?
You know what? I believe in God. There is nothing He cannot do. But at the same time, we should be thanking God. Because it could have been worse. If not for His age and God's intervention, it could have been...
Pastor, don't let us go backward. It is well.
Okay. By the way, you said you two wanted to come see us. So if I may ask, for what?
Actually, Pastor, since I resigned my job, we've been having time to pray together. After last night's prayers, we went to bed early, and my husband woke up with a Bible passage. But we don't seem to understand.
Still?
Yes, Pastor. It was the same Bible passage we received before we left Nigeria. But because we didn't really understand the relevance to us then, so we just kind of brushed it aside. But now that it has come to us again, we became disturbed. And that's why we decided to seek for your spiritual counsel, Pastor.
And what is the passage?
The passage is Genesis chapter 26, verse 12. And Isaac sowed in the land and reaped in the same year 100-fold. The Lord blessed him. And my wife told me that for my sleep, I was saying Ruth chapter 1 from verse 1 to 6.
Yeah, 1 to 6.
In fact, I'm confused.
Praise God.
Hallelujah.
That is the same reason we are here.
But we don't understand.
If I may ask, when did you finish your prayer last night?
We started praying around 8 p.m.
Yeah, thank you.
and ended around 11 p.m.
Yeah, or thereabouts.
And then we went straight to bed.
We started ours around that 11 p.m. Now all this is making sense now. As you were ending your prayer, you handed over the baton of prayer unto us in the realm of the Spirit. That has to be the case. If not, why did He give us the same passage as you had?
You mean you got the same message?
Yes. The same message. And that is the reason we were here. The message wasn't clear, but the Lord told us, you have answers to it.
No, sir. We have no answer to it. That's the reason why we wanted to come and see you.
Didn't you just say a few minutes ago you had the same message right before you left Nigeria? But you disregarded it. Do you want to disregard this one again? If you do, the situation could become a lot worse than it is now. Friends, the answer is simple. And Isaac's soul in the same land. Okay. Abraham went down to Egypt. What happened? Also in Ruth chapter 1, verses 1 to 6. Elimelech traveled to another land. You know what happened to him? Lot chose for himself. And what happened to him? Whenever a door is open, we have to realize that doors open is not necessarily an indication that God was the one who opened it. And when it is that God opened a door, we need to ask for the right time to go through it. This is because for every door that is opened, there are still many adversaries. So, we need God's timing before we go through it. Opening of doors does not indicate an automatic and immediate entry. The Lord said He will give you chapter 2 of the book of Ruth.
Chapter 2?
Yes. He will surely give you, the chapter 2 of the book of Ruth.
Yeah,
I will continue to, to talk to you on phone
Absolutely.
Just like I said, remember? He said he would give you the chapter 2 of the book of Ruth.
I'm trusting God for that.
The holy book, the word of life, showing us the path of life, eternal words, truth of life, words redeeming man to God. Their strokes, pen for all, truthful words written by the perfect scribe. Their strokes, pen for all, truthful words written by the perfect scribe. The Lord our God is the perfect scribe. I live by faith, trusting in His word. Rest assured, living by His word. Because I know Him, I know the perfect scribe. His words are truth, the truth of life, transcending through all race and age. The word brings life to them that seek. Hidden there are treasures of life.